In a world searching for gaming knowledge comes the man, the myth, a legend in his own mind, Critical.
Welcome back, guys and gals. Critical here. Today I'm bringing another episode of Medieval Dynasty. So I worked all night. I was able to process all the straw, the flax, the grain, all that myself, and I got a lot of wool fabric done. I need to get the sewing 3, the large horse saddlebag. Linen thread, linen fabric, iron and leather. I just sold all my linen fabrics too. It's okay. I've got a good amount of linen thread. I'll just take a few with me. Take some of that. I'm forgetting what I actually needed, so I'm just going to be grabbing... Oh, I'm getting low on leather. Oh, okay. Need to adjust the wife's process. Need to keep bringing that leather in. I mean, I can get it myself, but need to keep bringing that leather in. And then I need 4 iron. Okay. Check on the wife as my huntress. Hunting lodge. You have not been getting a lot of leather. Drop the meat to 20, the fur to 0, and let's push hard. Let's drop that. There we go. Push hard on the leather. 3 leather per hour. Once people come off of being mothers, I'll have more hunters, and that balance works so much better. He's stuck again. He's always getting stuck. Linen fabric. I'm going to do a quick 20. I'll be right back. To save you guys the time, I went ahead. It took a little bit to get everything put together, but now I have my large horse saddlebag. Go ahead and drop off the rest of the stuff. The leather, linen thread that I had extra left over, the fabrics, the wool. Okay. And then let's go ahead and get these items where I like them. 7. That should be 8. Equip. All right. I do have some stuff to sell, not a lot. That little, oh, you see that person in the distance? She fluttered along. Okay, I wanted to make sure that they're still working. Okay, so you're fertilizing now. You're seeing, so they seem to be a little mixed up. He just fertilized and then he... Uh-oh. Oh, they're doing everything all in one step. That's weird. Now, what are you going to do? You're going to come and fertilize. There goes the pig. Then you're going to hoe. See, they're not being efficient. Yesterday, they were very efficient. Today, they're not being very efficient at all. I know they have the resources. I just double checked. Now what are you doing? Now you're going to... Yeah, they're... I think it's not the smartest way of doing it, but I don't know what to say. I'll have to wait and see. Ah, we had a gander. All right, let's go ahead. Oh, no. Hold on. That was the one that was the male that I just bought, who has to grow up. Let's see. Nope, they still haven't sold. So I've marked them for sale. I'm wondering if it's something that happens at the end of the season. Okay, so here's my horse. All right, so we need to saddle the horse. Where we press E, puts a saddle on it. open the saddlebag. Oh, I mounted the horse. Okay. Let's go ahead and use X to get off the horse for a second. That marks this horse as being the horse we're going to be riding. So just press for opening the saddlebag. Trying to learn all this. I'm learning this stuff as I go. So open the saddlebag. Let's go ahead and put the hooves. The large horse saddlebag. And that should be everything for the horse. F to equip? No, that brings it back here. I am missing something. Not a torch. That's the interface. Let's mount the horse. I mean, I can use the horse to get around, which is good. There's a health bar and a stamina bar. Get off the horse. Open the saddlebag, but how do I... Okay, so this, okay. So go to inventory. When you're in an inventory screen, it's down here. I hadn't, actually it's, oh yeah, switch to mount. So there's your mount. Now you can see where I can put the horseshoe on them, and it reduces the amount of stamina they consume when they're sprinting, when they're running. And this gives an additional 45 pounds of carry weight, 45 kilos. So when I open their saddlebag now, they can carry 65 kilos of stuff themselves. Very nice when I have heavier things to sell. Let's go ahead and mount up. And we're going to go over to Denica to sell. Oh, when it's walking, it is definitely slow. It's a little soft for steering, so take that in consideration. All right, so we're on the road. So what is this, a normal movement? Okay, so that's the normal gait. That's not a sprint. This is a sprint when I hold it. Okay. Okay, so just like yourself, it has a running, I'm going, at a full clip. Okay. You can carry a torch out, but you can't break out any of your weapons. So no mounted archery, at least so far in this game. I think you should be able to use a bow and arrow, if only you're trying to defend your horse. And if something is going to attack your horse, you're going to have to get off and defend it. So I think the animals that won't, the animal that ignores the horse is supposed to be the boar. The other dangerous animals will attack. Bear, wisent, wolves. Pretty sure. That's according to what I read on the forum. Horse is cool. Horse is definitely cool. It's it's not using your stamina now, but it's not so much faster than if I just ran up here on my own. I mean, it's faster. It just doesn't feel like, oh my God, it's like, I mean, it's not a flying car, but it's a horse. Of course, of course. Show me your stuff. Buy my errant arrows. Buy all the flax grain that I have, and I'll sell you all the straw that I have. Now, with the sales I did yesterday, the sales I just got done doing, I've gone up over 100 diplomacy knowledge just in those sales. Now, I sold a lot of stuff, but I wonder if when the animals are finally picked up, when they're bought, I don't know how that's going to work. If that counts as well. All right. Where's this other? It is. You are in here. Where are you? Ah. Dagbert. Show me your stuff. You ain't got much, but I'm going to sell you this extra straw. And I'll sell you all this extra grain. Gets me back to 4,000. Not enough for the baby horse, but we're probably not going to be able to buy the foal this season. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah. I spent a lot of money getting my town ready for the update. And I probably could have gotten away with not doing that, but all right. Let's take the horse back. Now there's still a lot of things torn, like can I switch horse? I guess you could. You could just go into the horse's inventory and take the saddle off of them, and they go back to being a horse. Oh, will this horse not breed if it's not if it's considered a mount? Maybe. Is it going to be a thing that the horse do you have to take the saddle off every night so that the horse can sleep? Because that's going to be a pretty lengthy procedure to constantly take the equipment on and off the horse. I mean, once you know how to do it, I don't think it's that bad. Once again, I mean, it's not a bad thing. I just don't know. I don't know. I'm still getting used to it. I mean, I like having the horse. I just need to learn all the stuff. I'm going to leave it saddled up for now. Let's see. Can I take the stuff off the horse? Switch over to the horse. Take that off. That off, that off. And then you go hold E for saddle. Oh, I just put the saddle back on him. Let's try this, or on her. Let's try this again. Quick E opens the saddle bag. Okay. Then I can take the stuff off. And the storage here is a good place to leave all the horse stuff. Okay, so when I need the horse, so I'll probably use the horse for the longer trips and not the short. Like if I'm going to Hornica or like across the map, I definitely want the horse for that. Are you doing the same thing? She's being really weird. It's like instead of doing the whole thing, she's only doing a little bit. And this guy is going back and forth. Yeah, see, he's broken. He's not. I am going to remove both of them. Oh, need fertilizer. I think they used up all my fertilizer. I was afraid of this. That was that bug I was worried about. I know that I had enough fertilizer for the entire year. I calculated it out and I made sure, and they used up all my fertilizer. Fertilizer 2. Developers, you have to fix this. You seriously have to fix this. This is major game breaking. That I'm not trying to be a jerk. That is major game breaking. That they used all that fertilizer up. I'm gonna grab that. I'm gonna test something real quick. Simple bag. I'm gonna grab the fertilizer. I'm gonna grab one of the fertilizers. So this is why my people were doing this. But I had over 300 fertilizer. We're going to go check it online or on the old save. I'm gonna go check it real quick. So I'm gonna come to here because I don't want to call something a game-breaking bug without actually checking it myself. All right, so it's been a while since I've done this myself. No, I don't want to put a torch out. Thank you. All right. Q? No. Use. Fertilizer required. How much fertilizer for one spot then? Do I not have enough fertilizer on me? It says I've got wheat in my, there used to, how do I use this again? It's been such a long time since I used the bag. I need to relearn. All right, so there's the bag. F is the torch. Ah, okay. The right mouse click button. Yeah, okay, idiot. Fertilizer. I have one fertilizer. Can I fertilize? Okay, so one fertilizer for each spot, right? Remember that. I'm gonna go ahead and save my game real quick. Right there. And then we are going to load from that last save that we did right in the beginning of spring. When I was saying that I was having those crashes. Let's load this real quick. Because if that's the case, I'm going to lose all my progress. The only thing I can do is not let them fertilize. Put them, just may have them making fertilizer. I've got all that rot on me. Inventory, let's go ahead and drop the rotten meat real quick. Everybody's jobs and placements should already be set. We're good on that. I just want to verify that I started the season with over 300 fertilizer. And I said it was an issue and I said that there was a problem. But it appears as if there's a bigger problem. Because there's no way that the amount of fields that they had to already fertilize would take up all over 300 fertilizer. I know I had over 300 fertilizer. If I don't, it's because I didn't actually purchase it. But I was almost sure that I went, because that's where most of my money went, is buying the fertilizer. All right, nobody's working yet, so that's good. They wouldn't have touched any of it. E open and fertilizer. 357 fertilizer. Yeah, there's no way that they could have used all that. That they should have used all that fertilizer. If we look at my management tab, go to the farms. Even if, and they're not. Let me see. They're going to be doing all the flax. and the wheat. Times, actually, it's 256 right there. So it wasn't enough fertilizer for the whole season, but it should have been enough to get us through. Well, no, for the whole, not the whole year, but it would have been enough to get through the whole season, because this is our biggest planting season. We're planting rye, oat, and flax. And ooh, maybe that's right. Maybe I did screw up. Times 2, 3, 4, 5. If I had to do all 5, it's 320 if I had to do all 5 fields. Okay, so did I get hit by a bug or not? Let me load back into that save. See, now I'm not sure. We're going to load back into the save. We're going to see what they've already planted. What they've already planted and fertilized. I think it's 1 full flax field or a wheat field. Okay. So that's flax, and this field's all done. These 2 fields that you're working on, that's a flax, and that's wheat. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's why they keep going back, because as they get fertilizer done, that's 256 fertilizer right there. That would leave me over 100 of fertilizer left over if they did all those fields. So yeah, there's still a bug going on there. And they just planted oat here, and that was it. So yeah, they only planted, yeah, see, this would have been 64. That, that one over there is 60. And now they're starting to work correctly again. Are they saying they don't have, oh, now he's backing up. Is that because the pig was in a way, I wonder? Things that make me go, Let me go back to the fields, management field. Now they're not saying that they don't have fertilizer. I'm confused. And he's seeding. Yeah, they ran out of fertilizer again. So, yeah, there is a game-breaking bug with fertilizer. What I am going to do is I'm going to load back that save to save 19. That's the beginning of the season. And I'm going to have them working on nothing but fertilizer. I'm not going to worry about the horse. I'm not going to worry about the stable. I do want that stuff. I'm glad I was able to show that to you, but this is such a game-breaking bug. I'm going to have to sit there and fertilize the fields myself. I'll do that off screen, but there's just no ifs, ands. I can't let them waste that much. And if I find that isn't the case, I'll bring it back and show you. So we're just about at the end of the day on that first day, and I've done nothing but till, gather, and manure. I just got done doing all the fields. I'm going to prove this to you that I did all the fields. All 3 of these fields over here have been completely fertilized. And the field that needs to be planted, I made sure, because the oats, we're not planting oats right now, all have to be planted. And here's how much fertilizer that I have left over, 130. Well, add this to it, 164, plus they were making fertilizer as the day was going, but they weren't making a lot. They only had 4 people making it, and they weren't making a lot of fertilizer. That's what 1,400 rot, 10 per. Plus, I went through a lot of bags. I think the bags need to be readjusted. It was like 1 8x8 field, and a bag breaks. we need better bags, or the bags should last a little bit longer. It's an opinion, not a complaint. Yeah, no. Then they made maybe 40 extra fertilizer, but they were running out of fertilizer and weren't even half done with what I did. So yeah, it is definitely a game-breaking bug the developers need to take a look at. I'll post that on the forums and make sure that, you know, that the community knows about it. I've seen people talk about it, and I was like, okay, so a lot of people were saying it's if you have too many people trying to do the same job. I had 2 people, and they weren't causing each other to get in that loop, at least not while I was watching. No, they were just using way too much fertilizer for doing the job from what I saw. But I'm going to go ahead and call the episode here. I've been Critical. This has been Medieval Dynasty. I hope you guys have enjoyed this content. If you have, drop a like, consider subscribing, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take it easy. Bye.